Hey everybody, Caleb here. Today I've got this Taylor XXXRS. This is one of their 30th anniversary models from 2004. It's got a really bad neck angle. You can see here, my straight edge is running right into that bridge, and it really should be floating just above it. Fortunately, most of these Taylors are bolt-on necks, and I can take it off, but first thing we'll have to do is take the strings off. This particular Taylor is number 65 out of 250, so they only made 250 of these, and this is number 65. And as of recording this, is still for sale at butlermusic.com. Like I said, fortunately this is a bolt-on neck, so it won't be too hard to get the neck off. We'll just have to take off that sticker that's on the neck block that you can see here. Fortunately, it's rather stuck on, so we'll need to do something a little different. So I got out the heat gun so we can warm up that sticker. Just warm it up a little bit, and then I'll take a little palette knife and try and peel it off. But once we get that off, we'll have access to the bolts that hold the neck on, so it should be really easy to change the neck angle. These Taylors come with little shim inserts on the inside. You can, I think Taylor expects you to just replace them with the right angle, but in my experience I found you can kind of just sand them down and change their shape. While I'm heating this up, I can tell you a little bit more about this Taylor. It came in with a big group of guitars, a couple more Martins, a Gibson Hummingbird, and a couple of Collings guitars. All of them were superiorly dry. It seems like whoever owned these bought them, hung them up on the wall in their basement in front of a patio door, and never touched them. So now that sticker's nice and warm, I can just kind of stick my little putty knife in there, or palette knife in there, and peel up a corner, and really careful not to rip that sticker. Take the whole thing off. Once they get warm, they come out pretty easily usually. In this case, it's coming out pretty good. And there we go. You can see that came out all in one good piece, so I'll set that aside, put it on something flat, keep it nice and flat, and we'll hold that to the side. Trying to get where you can see that bolt. There's 2 bolts in there actually on that neck block, but you can see one through the sound hole there. That's kind of what holds the neck on. I've gotten the bottom bolt loose. I just need to back it out by hand now. I can do that with the socket and a little extension and just kind of back that out. I'll still need to pop the top one loose yet, but you can see there's the first bolt. I'll need the ratchet to get that second one. I'm just trying to get it started so I don't have to fumble with all the pieces in all at once. Put that on there and just start backing it off. But yeah, every single one of these guitars needed a lot of hydration treatment. We threw the humidifier packs in the cases with them until I got to work on them, and first thing I did on all of them was oil the boards really, really well. All of the fretboards and bridges. So we get that top bolt out, and then there's just one left actually holding the fretboard extension down. And that will take an Allen key to loosen. Which we're getting started here. This one's a little harder to get at because of its placement. But yeah, you should see the rest of the guitars that came in this pack coming up pretty quick. I've been working pretty hard on them, trying to get them all done and out. And of course, every single one of them will be, or was at one point, for sale. So if you're interested in checking any of these out, you can at butlermusic.com. I think we're good with the Allen key. I can back that out by hand, and you can see that neck is ready to come out. Let me set that aside. And she just comes right out. And here you can see the two little shims that are left. There's one under the fretboard extension and then one where the actually in the neck pocket. And it's not much of a neck pocket, but that neck pocket one really sets the neck angle. So what I'm going to end up doing is just kind of shaving that at a wedge with some sandpaper, taking more off one end than the other, and basically just putting it back in there. So I got this all shaved down. You can see I've sanded it smooth, but yeah, it seems to fit well. I've not really bolted it in yet to check the neck angle. I've just kind of eyeballed it so far. But we'll put it all together and get a really good check for the neck angle now. So gotta put both those bolts back in there. We'll snug those up before we go checking anything, just to be sure that we're kind of working where we should be. I can snug those up with just the socket in my hand, and it should be pretty good. We'll finish them off with the actual wrench before we go putting everything back together, but this will give us a good idea where we are. And we'll put that fretboard extension screw back in, and we can check the neck angle. It's looking good so far. It's hitting the saddle, but not hitting the bridge. It's kind of what we're looking for. We're looking for that about an 1/8 inch above the bridge. That's kind of what we're thinking, and it's looking good. So we'll go ahead and finish tightening that up. We use the actual ratchet wrench here. Get her real tight, not overly tight, but good and snug. Now that we're tight, we'll check that neck angle one more time just to make sure we're good, and yeah, we're looking good. Clearing the bridge in the front, that's what we wanted. So now that we got all the bolts back on there, we can get the sticker back on there. I stuck it on this piece of wood and clamped it up so it would stay flat, but now I gotta heat it back up to get off this piece of wood. It's stuck down too good. So just heat that up a little bit to peel it off. And it should come right off of there. Yeah, coming off of there. All in one piece. Very cool. I'm going to put a little bit of hide glue on here to help hold that sticker back down, just around the corners. I don't want to get any on the bolt head, but then I'll put that back in there. I think you can see here, if I get it zoomed in right, I got that sticker back in there and lined up pretty good. It's kind of a pain to get that sticker back in there, but I think we got it. We'll kind of skip ahead here, so a pack of strings later, and this thing should be ready to play. Thanks for watching this quick tailor setup, a little bit of a neck adjustment. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you next time.